morning, students. Now I am here once again with the new topic, namely dielectrics. We have to discuss dielectric and electric polarization. Dielectrics are non-conducting materials which do not have free electrons, or you can say it has very feeble or negligible number of free electrons. Actually, it is an insulator. When this dielectric is placed in an external electric field, then by stretching and reorientation of its molecules, induced dipole moments are developed inside the dielectric. The collective effect of which gives rise to net charge on the two sides of the dielectric or surfaces of the dielectric, which generates a field opposite to the direction of electric field. What I have discussed just now is mentioned here up to this. When a dielectric or an insulator placed in an electric field, they are called external electric field, the reorientation and stretching of the molecules of the dielectrics are generating the induced dipole moment, and hence the induced charge on the two faces of the dielectric. These faces are perpendicular to the electric field. Due to this development of induced charges, the induced or polarized value of electric field is also developed, which is opposing the external field. But this value is not up to this or equalizing this, unlike conductor, but it is having small value due to some internal characteristics. Thus, the opposing nature is going to give the net value of electric field inside a dielectric. That value is given by this. This value, the difference of the two, is direction is in the same direction of external field, is giving us the reduced value of electric field. The field, this I had written here that this field does not cancel external field completely, but simply it reduces. And the effect of the polarized electric field or net reduction is depending on the nature of the dielectric so used. The examples are also written, even you can write it yourself. Example: glass, mica, paraffin wax, air, etc. So please note it down by making a pause over here. Types of dielectrics. As you see here, it is of two types: polar dielectrics or polar materials. Second one is non-polar dielectrics or non-polar materials. First, we are going to start with polar dielectrics or polar materials. Polar dielectrics are made up of polar molecules. So let us see what is polar molecule. Here the same thing is also defined. Polar molecules are those whose centers of positive charges and center of negative charges do not coincide, or they are not at one point. They are at some other point, two different points. It has asymmetrical shapes. It means the charge distribution is as such, the shapes are not symmetrical. Third, the charges, center of charge are at two different points of opposite polarity. Is quite obvious. Positive at some other point, negative at some other point. So they are having permanent dipole moment, or it is behaving like a dipole. The examples are given, a number of examples are mentioned, but we are going to discuss two of it. HCl, H2O, NH3, CO, like this. First, we are going to start with HCl. The HCl value is like this. You know the size of hydrogen and size of chlorine. This is Cl minus, this is H plus. So H plus has excess of positive charge and Cl ion has excess of negative charge. So here the electric dipole moment is there. Center of positive charge, negative charge at two different points. So that is why it is so. Asymmetrical nature, excess of charge. And in the same way H2, so it has permanent dipole moment, or it is behaving like a dipole. In the same way H2O, there are two OH bond. Here O is somewhat like this, H plus what you are getting, this is 2 OH bond at an angle say around 105 degree. So it is having the moment value say P1 and P2. If these two are alike, then also we can take the effective value of these two at an angle 105 degree theta. So the effective is determined by the parallelogram law of vector addition, and you know this P is equal to P1 vector plus P2 vector, or P is mod of P1 vector plus P2 vector, and this is going to give you under root P1 square P2 square 2 P1 P2 cos theta, and you are efficient enough to determine the value of these two by taking P1 P2 alike or same value and theta 105 or around 104, take it from data table and calculate it. The second type is non-polar dielectrics. Non-polar dielectrics are made up of non-polar molecules. Now the non-polar molecules. Non-polar molecules are those whose center of positive charges and the center of negative charges are at one point or they are coinciding. Some of the book mentions about this, that center of gravity of positive charges and center of gravity of negative charges coincides. Or someone is mentioning center of mass of positive charges, center of mass of negative charges. But we are going to follow the language what is given in NCERT. Now the points. It is symmetrical in shape. What was the non-polar one? That is asymmetrical. The polar was asymmetrical. This is symmetrical. It has no permanent dipole moment or intrinsic dipole moment. So, since the dipole length is 0, so there is no such a distance of it. Positive and negative charge at one point, so where is dipole length? You know the electric dipole moment is product of the magnitude of the either of the charge and the distance between them, plus q and minus q. So the length is 12, the product of magnitude of either of charge and the distance between them. So distance is not there. These two charges are coinciding. So it is a case of polar, but here it is non-polar. So both the charges at one point. Now the examples are given. CO2, N2, SO2, H2 like CH4, ethane, benzene, carbon tetrachloride. Let us try to see one of the examples, CO2. The first one. CO2, so this is C here, 1, 2, 3, 4. oxygen little bit larger. So this is O. What is direction of dipole moment? Oxygen ions are symmetrically placed about carbon ion. So the dipole moment first is say P1 and second is P2. The net dipole moment is these two are oppositely directed, but whatsoever we are going to take the vector sum of these two. These two are equal in length, opposite in direction, so we can say the result is zero vector. Or by magnitude P1 minus P2, that you are going to get the direction opposite. We would like to place here, so this is the condition when symmetrical shapes, no intrinsic permanent dipole moment is there, zero. We would like to place this in electric field. Suppose the direction of electric field is this, say E naught. If we place this in electric field, the tendency of this carbon ion positive is to go along the field, and these two are having tendency to go against the field. So if this is coming this side and this 3 plus is going right, so this length decreases. And if this one is going rightward and this is going leftward, so this length increases. So now the change in dipole magnitude is taking place. So that is why the thing would be somewhat like this. This is C 1, 2, 3, 4. This length for carbon and oxygen is this O minus minus. And for this one, the tendency of this is somewhat, this is should be bigger as compared to this. As compared to this, so this is O minus minus. So what you see here, now the dipole length is going to change, and here it is somewhat like this. Here this length is say P1 and now this length is P2. You are getting some appreciable value. What is the direction? This length is larger. So quite obvious the direction of P is this, that is equal to P1 plus P2. So what changes you are going to see here? The net direction of dipole moment is in the direction of external field. So that is what the polarization or induction is taking place. This is induced dipole moment due to the external applied field. That is what we have discussed. Now once again we are going to apply this in perpendicular direction. Let us try to see what is going to happen. Here if you are going to see, suppose in perpendicular field, what will happen? Direction of this is perpendicular, the field, to the length or dipole length. What will happen? If you are applying field perpendicular this upward, what I am showing, what is the tendency? This plus ion it has a tendency to go up, and these two have a tendency to go down against the field. So what will happen? Let us try to see. So this is C plus, this is the ion C plus, and oxygen is somewhat like this. So this is O minus minus. On this side, oxygen O minus minus. What will happen? The tendency of this is to go against the field. Field in which direction? Field in this direction. Field in this direction, upward, and apply. Now see the net dipole moment. Due to this, the dipole moment is along this one, P1. Due to this, the dipole moment is along this. So try to see this. First dipole is at this point, P1 along this. That is what you have. P2 along this. What is the net dipole moment? So it is somewhat like this. So net dipole moment is in this direction. It means approximately in the same direction what you are going to see. If everything is isotropic, so and homogeneous, then it can be somewhat like this. So this is what, if you draw it actually, then you are going to get somewhat like this. Is the actual dipole moment value. So once again here, either you are applying along the length or you are applying perpendicular to it, in both the cases what we see, it is in the dipole is induced such a way that the net or induced dipole moment is in the direction of field. Here field is upward, dipole moment upward. Here field is rightward, net dipole moment P is also rightward because it is of larger value. That is why we are getting. So this is the condition in this way. Even CCl4 carbon tetrachloride, you are going to give in field, the orientation will be changing. Symmetrical state is going to change. They are going to be induced and some net dipole moment is going to be developed. And that is what is taking place whenever we are placing any dipole or in either non-polar molecule or polar molecule, they are going to be induced somehow. And that is what we have to discuss. Let's try to summarize these two types, non-polar and polar dielectrics. Polar dielectrics made up of polar molecules, non-polar dielectrics made up of non-polar molecules. Polar molecules are having their centers of positive charges and center of negative charges at two different points, and non-polar molecules are having their centers of positive charges and center of negative charges at one point for non-polar. For polar, asymmetrical shapes of molecules, non-polar symmetrical shapes. For polar molecule, permanent dipole moment is there. For non-polar molecule, there is no such permanent dipole in the beginning unless some cases there. Examples I had shown. This was the example one I had to show, that is why I had given. When this is for polar non-polar molecule, so symmetrical placements is there. So net vector sum 0. Here by it is induced or somehow it is being changed by induction. So net dipole moment is there. So this will not be equal to 0. So this is not equal to 0. Here it was 0, but when field is applied, the induced or some extra dipole moment is generated. That is what I discussed just now. Here also the same, in this direction net dipole moment generated. So here you can see this seems to be this, because size should be same, no difference at all. So these two are alike. So this is P1 plus P2. Here also you can write P is equal to P1 plus P2, and this is not equal to 0. But in the very beginning it was 0. But when field is applied, the dipole moment will be having some appreciable value. That is what mentioned, and the direction is the same direction of the applied electric field. Okay. Now the effect of electric field on polar substances or polar dielectrics. Two figures are given to you. Even you can copy from here. This is the case when electric external field is 0, so it is better to write E naught equal to 0. No field is applied. Here random orientation of the molecules are there. What you see, random orientation, irrespective, those very small numbers are shown, but they are very large in numbers. You know how to find out the number of molecules or number of atoms in a given piece of material. You know it. So it's very large in numbers. Each of the molecule is having its own dipole moment. But due to random orientation of the molecule, due to thermal agitation or external temperature, it is almost symmetrically directed, distributed in all the directions, symmetrical distribution all directions. So what we can say, the net vector sum is almost 0. Net vector sum. Or it is going to form a closed chain. Suppose this one is having a tendency rightward. It's quite obvious one may be having a tendency leftward. So these two are going to cancel each other. In the same way, this is up, this one is down. So this is up, this one is down. So like these features you are going to get. So they are going to cancel out. So the average dipole moment per unit volume reduces to 0. Either you can say that closed chain formation or something else. But this is just symmetrical distribution due to random or thermal orientation of the molecules. The thermal energy is given, so by heat or external temp means, so that is why, or it is quite obvious from room temperature they are getting. Now when the electric field is not 0, or in other way you can say electric field is applied, what happens? If electric field is applied, you had just seen that this is having a tendency to align itself in the direction of external electric field. Molecules experiences torque or turning effect to align itself. Though internal restoring tendency or position or torque is also developed, restoring torque, that is also going to oppose it somehow, but majority of them are going to align if external field. That is criteria as well, depending on external field. So that is what is mentioned there. Molecules experience torque in the direction of field to align. If temperature is less or very small, then you can say almost all the molecules are having tendency to generate dipole moment in the induced dipole moment in the direction of field, and that is going to give us net dipole moment in the direction of field. So here the alignment factor depends on number of cases. Alignment of molecules will be greater when electric field is either increased or temperature is less, or you can say electric field is more and temperature is less. Even now the extent of polarization, it depends on the relative strength of two opposing factors. What are those? The first is dipole potential energy in external field, which is trying to or having tendency to align the dipole, and second is thermal energy tending to disrupt the alignment. These two are opposing factors. And third one is the induced effect for dipoles. That is what we know, that is induced dipole moment effect as far as non-polar molecules are concerned. Here also that may be a factor, but these two are quite important. So one is having tendency to align, second is having to disrupt. So these two must be a considerable factor, and second is electric field, which is going to align the same thing, and the temperature, which is going to dismantle alignment. So these two must be considered. Now the effect of electric field on non-polar molecules. Non-polar center of positive and negative charge at one point, each one is having net dipole moment of each one is 0 in absence of field. So that is why in absence of electric field, 0 dipole moment is said to be existing over there, and that is what you see here. As and when you are applying a field E not 0, this direction, the tendency positive is in the direction of field, negative opposite to field. So that is what you see here, and it means in presence of electric field, when field is applied or E naught not 0, negative charge that is what I just said. Negative charge is opposite to E naught, positive charge in the direction of E naught. So that is what they experience a force. Separation between the two increases. One is in direction, second is opposite to direction of field. It increases till internal restoring forces are going to balance the external force by external field. It's quite obvious non-polar is going to become polar molecules, and hence the non-polar dielectric become polar dielectric when external field is applied over there. That is what means the non-polar by stretching by E naught, changing to polar molecules, hence the polar dielectric. And the dipole moment so developed is known as the dipole developed is said to be induced electric dipole, and the corresponding dipole moment so developed is called induced electric dipole moment. As and when you are going to remove the external field, it is going to restore the status back. It simply means as long as the electric field is acting over there, the non-polar is going to be a polar. So induced dipole moment, what is developed here, that disappears as and when the electric field is removed. It simply means non-polar will be polar till you are going to apply external field, as and when you are going to remove, it comes back to non-polar status once again. So what we can say in conclusion, both non-polar and polar molecules and hence the dielectric can be polarized with the help of external applied electric field. What is the difference between these two then? You have just seen there is no such dependence factor of temperature here. But in polar, temperature dependence is also primary factor. So please take care of this thing. Note it down in your copy.